Car from here, they can't park right there. You cannot park right here.
Security. I have a problem with my car.
No, ma'am. Even if you have problems.
Listen, I've already talked to security. You're just trying to be.
See all this trash?
I know that's how you all are when you come over here to our country. You try to rule us. Sir, I just talked to security a while ago. So I told him I had a problem with my car. I just talked to the gentleman putting stuff in the car right here, and he said it was okay. He said it was fine.
What's wrong with
You got my reverse. It don't want to go on reverse, and I can prove it to you. But you got this Filipino right here that wants to be a Mexican. Sir, I don't about your camera. You piece of bitch, put it on the nose.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to discuss the Karen at the beginning of the video and what they're saying. I got that clip from Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Shout outs to you. I'm not sure if you guys heard of him before, but you guys should check him out. This video is kind of dedicated to him. So this Karen is speaking on how the Filipino Mexican is trying to own Europeans, which is not the case at all. And saying, why are you coming to our country? Well, actually, your country, Europeans are from Europe. That's their country. America was never their country until they came to America. This is the country of the Native Americans. The Native Americans and the Africans were interacting way before a white person put their foot on this land. So I'm gonna give you a little information on Europe. There are 44 nations/states in Europe. Europe has 51 independent states, and those include Russia, Kazakhstan, Georgia, and France. Europe is shared by 50 countries. Where are the Native Americans speaking about this topic? The real Native Americans, the real people of this land. I don't hear about them speaking on this very much, but the white folks do, because they think they're so powerful and that they own this country when they really don't. Is this why there's so much pushback on critical race theory in the school system? I know it's not the school system's fault, but the government is not allowing the schools to teach the students the truth about our history, especially for Black children, aka critical race theory, which is the truth about our history. The realness, not Harriet Tubman or Madam C.J. Walker. If you think about it, the last time that I realized that they've been teaching us the same thing was when I was in 8th grade. I didn't say anything then because, I was like, okay, I'm just trying to assimilate to what everyone else is doing. Not anymore. They want to talk about, I understand that Harriet Tubman was a slave and she freed them, but that's still talking about slavery. Why don't we go further back? Why don't we talk about Queen Nzinga of Ndongo and Matamba? Let me give you a little information about Queen Nzinga. The real people we should be talking about our history, where we come from, our ancestors. So, she was one of the great rulers of Africa, Queen Nzinga, and fought against the slave trade and European influence in the 17th century. She is known for being an astute diplomat and visionary military leader. She resisted Portuguese invasion and slave raids for 30 years. So way before Africans were enslaved, this woman was trying to fight from it happening, because she already knew that these Portuguese people kept coming to her country, trying to take her people and turn them into slaves. These Portuguese people, they're Europeans as well. They're white. I know there are such thing as African Portuguese, but I'm talking about the European Portuguese people. I've been taught in school, the only thing that we've been taught in school, or the school that I went to, is about slavery. All the people in slavery. And honestly, talking about it all the time, it kind of gets to the point where it's kind of depressing, because it's like, is that where I come from? No. That's where it came to. Before then, we had a Queen Nzinga. We were queens. Our people were queens. We had power. We were powerful. We were not weak like the slave master claimed slaves to be. We need to really wake up. Like, we need to, my people, we need to be aware of these things. What these Karens are saying, they're just talking about the superficial stuff. Do they do the research on what they're talking about? Probably not. But what they think, what they're saying, they believe they're right, which is not correct. Like I said before, everyone was a migrant from somewhere. America was never called America before. It was called, or the person that I guess named America was Amerigo Vespucci. Yeah. I forgot to tell you the year. Let me tell you about the year Queen Nzongo was doing this. Circa 1581 to 1663. That's real history right here. This woman was a politician, a real politician, fighting for her people. And now look at what the world's come to. Our people, my people, I'm not trying to say that we're weak, but we're weak in the eyes of the white person. Because they have so much control over, what we can do with our lives, you know? It's honestly ridiculous. Research is queen. Hashtag research is queen. You guys really need to do your research on yourself. You guys need to know yourself. Knowing this information, I hopefully hope it'll better you. Educate yourself on critical race theory. The true facts about where we come from. Who our people were. And honestly, I just gotta say, learn thyself to know thyself. That's where I've come to. Our people were natural. We didn't wear the terms like Madam C.J. Walker made. And you know, I realized the reason why in middle school they had Madam C.J. Walker on the walls so much, and they always talked about her, is because she created the perm to look like white people, to imitate them. That's why they'll put it up, because it has something to do with Europeans. If it has nothing to do with Europeans, they don't want to talk about it. But if they're incorporated somewhere, oh yeah, they'll put it up, most definitely. That's why I don't do any of that fake stuff, all the lashes and straight hair or makeup or lashes or anything like that, because it was a European thing before it was ever normalized. If you really do the research, our people didn't do that. They didn't do all that extra stuff. And I'm not saying it's not right now, but I mean, I personally just don't do it. Know thyself so you know. Learn thyself so you know thyself. Seriously, like, this information needs to go out to the young folks, to the youth, before they get out into the world and mess it up. So hopefully this video was helpful in any capacity. If you want to support the channel, make sure you hit up my Cash App. I'll put that in the description box as well. It's $ Miss Kumani B. And I also make crystal bracelets for the chakra. I'll be sure to put my email in the description box as well. So if you're interested in that, be sure to email me. And stay tuned for part 2. I'm going to talk about, like, you'll just see in part 2. Have a great day and stay tuned for the next one.